Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked down below in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And let's get straight into the TA. Taking a look at Moonriver on the daily chart, you can see that we have a pretty strong uptrend from this second Fibonacci retracement that we looked at in the past couple of weeks. So we're up, or rather we were up around 50%. So this was a very good entry point. I'm swing trading some Moonriver for my friend, and currently my entry point, I did have a couple of swing trades in this uptrend. And my latest entry was at $8.11 over here with this little wick that we got. And currently I'm up around 10%, but I am still looking for a move to the upside. And I do think we might run into $10.39. I do think that could be the level where we get rejected because this is a pretty important level based off of this Fibonacci specifically, because that's the golden ratio there, the 0.618, and this level has been retested as support many times before we eventually dropped below it in November. So we had a retest in June, a retest in July, a retest in September multiple times, October, then you had a little fake out here in the middle of October, then another retest at the end of October, November retest, then we retested the upper resistance trend line, printed the local high there, and then we dumped with the FTX news. So right now what is happening is we're having a little rally because we've been so overextended to the downside, and we're breaking this local high that we printed in December, and this is good. But what we really need to be doing is we need to be pumping above the November swing high here, which is sitting at $12.83. And from where we are right now, that's another 45% move to the upside. So hopefully that's what's on the horizon for Moonriver. I would love to see this go up, obviously, but if it goes back down, that is still a good opportunity for everyone to accumulate and to dollar cost average, because we're not really overextended that much on the daily chart from the 20 EMA or from the 55, and the gap in between the EMAs isn't that big. So some other altcoins are getting very overextended by this point, so they're going to need to see healthy, pretty strong, deep pullbacks for healthy continuation of the trend, and Moonriver has been doing okay for now. So we might see a wick to the upside, so if you want to set up some not buy limit, but sell limit orders around this area, around $10.41 to $10.50. You can do that because we might have a wick to the upside there and then a quick recovery soon after. So be on the lookout for that. For entries, you can target the 20 EMA, the 55 EMA on the daily, the 1.272 Fibonacci retracement, which we have been holding as support since the end of January, at $8.20. Now moving down to the daily RSI, let's see what's going on here. So we're still in the higher area or the upper area of the RSI. So I do think we're going to have to pull back a little bit lower for us to say that this was a healthy pullback. And I think the red trend line is going to be very important in this scenario, especially if we have a deeper pullback and Bitcoin starts dropping, to $21,000 potentially. You want to know where the bottom could be for that particular move, and potentially the red support trend line here on the daily RSI is going to be something that's going to hold us up. So draw this out on your chart. As you can see, we have multiple touches off of this red trend line, and the white trend line below has two retests, one in January last year and one in June last year at 18.8 on the RSI, but we've covered this multiple times on my Moonriver videos. Now let's switch over to the Binance website. And one little thing I forgot to mention before we move over to the Binance chart is that we can potentially set a Fibonacci retracement here to see what's going to be happening. So if we take this swing low at $6.14 and we take the swing high we printed over here in November, you can see that we're running into the golden ratio at $9.30. So After we break that level, we're probably going to see a full retracement to $12 on the price action. And I think that's exactly what is going to be happening, because if we continue with this uptrend, obviously we get supported by the 20 EMA. There's nowhere to go but up. And Bitcoin is a very important factor, but the 1.618 here would be at $18.19. So that's something you can keep an eye on as well if we start breaking above the first fib level, which is $12. So if you go above that, the 1.618 is your target, $18.19. That's more than a 2x from where we are right now. So that could be a juicy entry. So that's something that you want to keep an eye on as well. And now we can switch over to the Binance website. Switching over to the weekly, you can see that we have multiple support levels below us: $8.28, $7.92, $7.44, $6.41. And there's this resistance block above us, anywhere from $10.66 down to $9.80. And as you can see, this is the support block we created on the weekly chart based off of these lows that we printed. So this is where I think we might run into resistance once again and then come back down and potentially retest $8.32. So that's going to be a nice entry point for anyone looking to, swing trade and get back into Moonriver, but I would be very careful. Also, the 20 EMA on the weekly chart is a very important level we potentially can retest before having a move to the downside. And the 20 is sitting at $10.78. So that might be quite the exit with a potential pullback. So if you're looking for a swing trade, I would target the 20 EMA because it's the safest thing to do here. Obviously, you can never be 100% sure that the price is going to come back down after you've sold, but with a potential overextension to the 20 EMA, which is a pretty important resistance level, we haven't retested that ever on the Binance chart, so potentially that's what's going to happen here. And if we take a look at the weekly RSI, we are still recovering from the oversold here from where we got listed on Binance in February last year. So I think this is quite early for Moonriver, and if you really want to stay safe and you don't want to get into the swing trading bullcrap, just hold, stake it on the Nova wallet like I'm doing. And once the profits start coming in, you can unstake. There's only a 2-day waiting period. And I think I have that tutorial down below in the description. So yeah, once you start getting up to these all-time high prices, that's when you can start unstaking and taking some profits for Moonriver. Obviously not a financial advice, but that has been it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to check out my Patreon. There's going to be a 7-day free trial for anyone looking to join. You're going to have access to all of my content since I started the Patreon way back in October of 2021. I have a lot of low cap gems, a lot of podcasts out, my TAs, market analysis, all of that is going to be there, and you can send in your requests as well. The Twitter is going to be linked down below as well as the Discord server. So have a great evening, everyone, or day, depending on where you are, and take care. Goodbye.